Hey guys, what's up? This is a follow-up to my previous video. If you haven't seen it, link will be in the description so you can follow along and know what the hell's going on. But basically, that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, I want to try to recreate what happened, or just see if it would happen again. And that's where this gameplay came from. But, back to the first video, what I experienced was not just me. Other people experienced this as well, and I found out later through the day after I posted my video, there were tons of people commenting, tons of people tweeting. I messaged some people, we talked, they had the same exact thing happen to them around-ish the same time. It seemed that the switch happened between 3 and 5. And by switch, I mean a couple days ago, early in the day, something was different, but in a good way. Like the matchmaking was random. Random players, ranks, random skill levels, random playstyles. It was a good ecosystem. And then around 5 o'clock for me, 3 o'clock for others, shit kind of hit the fan. Skill-based matchmaking felt like it got put on overdrive. And once again, it's a sweat fest just to, do as good as you usually do. And it didn't matter how good I did. I was put on a team where I would lose every time. A couple days ago I posted, so basically I'm at the level where I end up in the top of my team just about every game, but the team that matchmaking gives me is just shit enough that we always lose. If trying to balance lobbies doesn't work, then just stop. Carnage Clan Dexbot said, I almost have a similar problem. I literally have to focus and try my hardest every single game just to win. I have no room for error or to try to go for challenges and not play my best. This message from OG Captain Price on Twitter was in direct correlation to my video. It said, bro, couldn't agree more. I'm on Xbox and it seems like to me at least up till 3 p.m. things are smooth and balanced. And once that evening schedule or whatever it happens, that switch is flipped, it becomes a sweatshop. Lobby ping is wishy-washy as well. I've been in lobbies around 200 ping, and I've been in lobbies at 900 ping. Something needs to be done. That's crazy. Here's yet another reply to one of my videos. Thought it was just me. I get put against people that's higher skill level than me. Constantly skill-based matchmaking just ruins the game for solo and casual players, making it a sweat fest for good players. So that all went down yesterday, or the day before yesterday, pretty much. And then yesterday I decided I was going to play, see if things had changed. A very similar thing happened again. First several games, I was in lobbies with a bunch of random players, different ranks, different playstyles, different weapons. Some better than me, some not so better than me. And it honestly felt great again. It was fun. I wasn't winning every match, but there were times where I really did well, like in this video. I did great. I was at the very top of the leaderboard. Still lost, though. But you'll see all that at the end. But anyways, then there was a switch. After I played really well a few games in a row, then it went straight to playing horrible lobbies consistently for the rest of the night. Once again, I'd be put on a team with the lower ranking people, still in lobbies where everybody's got the same rank as me or higher rank consistently. But my team would have the lower rank, the other team would have the higher rank and or a clan to go with that. So they're communicating tactics, having the advantage over us, on top of having more experience than the rest of the players on my team. So no matter how good I did, even if I was best in the lobby, I would still lose consistently. And again, it became a constant sweat fest. And then also again, I would spawn in front of people. And look, I know people are going to say, well, it's not, skill-based matchmaking. They haven't shown that it's actually in the game. Look, you can reverse boost. You can reverse boost. That's proof that it's in there. And I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how the algorithm works or its direct correlation to some of the problems that I've been having. I have been told by someone who actually works on the game that the person who has the closest idea of how it works or is on the right track to figuring it out is Drifter, honestly. And some of you are going to say, oh, well, Drifter says it doesn't exist. No, Drifter says it does exist. It just doesn't function the way a lot of people claim it functions. And I believe that to be very true. Regardless on who's close to figuring out the algorithm or not, this is the outcome. Regardless of if we know exactly what causes what, this is the outcome to playing good. So it doesn't matter if it's skill-based matchmaking or if you're going to call it skill-based matchmaking or you don't want us to call it skill-based matchmaking or you have a different theory on what it is and how it works. This is the outcome and that's what matters. 100% agree, it's ridiculous. Agree, the skill-based matchmaking is killing the fun. It's the skill-based matchmaking, it's killing the game. Skill-based matchmaking is ruining Modern Warfare. Getting put into 100+ ping lobbies for no reason. Just want to enjoy the game, not have to inject an ounce of cocaine just to keep up. Please take out skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare. I don't want to sweat just to have fun. Every match feels like a tournament. Skill-based matchmaking does not belong in pubs. Skill-based matchmaking is so ridiculous. Every free-for-all lobby I get into, there's 4 to 5 guys, 1 to 2 kills away from each other, and nobody's KD gets over 1.2. These lobbies are so sweaty and always come down to the last seconds. The skill gap in Modern Warfare is so small. That goes back to my argument about cookie cutter lobbies, where you try to make everybody try to have the same exact experience, so you get them as close to a 1.0 KD as possible by matching them up with people around their same skill level, and it's not fun. I want matches where, like, I lose ridiculously, and then the next match I go freaking ham. What skill-based matchmaking is trying to create is a gray, bland experience. Hey, Infinity Ward, please get rid of skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare. It does not provide the advantages you think it does. It kills the long-time motivation for all players of every skill level. Please consider rethinking your matchmaking system. Thank you. Very well said. Not feels too try-hard, to be honest. Have skill-based matchmaking in ranked or competitive when it comes out. There's no real point to having it in casual. Ooh, we're getting closer to the climax of my video, y'all. I'm honestly bored of this game, skill-based matchmaking, and no game modes like Infected makes this game blah. Modern Warfare skill-based matchmaking needs to go now. It's turning my experience into trash. Can't play with my friends. I haven't found a single player that's a lower level than me in like 10 matches. This skill-based matchmaking is so much shite. How about take out skill-based matchmaking? Such shit matchmaking. Just admit there is skill-based matchmaking and put it in a ranked play. Dexbot, once again, what are your thoughts on skill-based matchmaking being present in Modern Warfare? Do you think it exists? Are you happy with it being in the game? And here we come on the doorstep of the finale of my video. I understand that skill-based matchmaking is meant to protect the little guy. The guys who aren't so good, who would get utterly destroyed in a match that had just one really good competitive player on the other team. Skill-based matchmaking puts those little guys in their own little lobbies so they can be crappy and learn and get better together. Even if that means learning and getting better at a much slower pace than it was back in the day because the only people you're competing against are players just as crappy as you. Regardless, it's meant to protect them, protect the casual players. My buddy Chris puts it perfectly. If the goal was to protect casual players, why wouldn't you want to launch with a ranked playlist to pull even more competitive players out of public matches? I'm okay with the design goal, but you would think that a competitive playlist would have been a huge priority. Weird. He didn't hit the nail on the head, he vaporized the nail, y'all. I don't know if this would help or not, but Infinity Ward should put a ranked mode in the game to help get some of those sweat lords out of pubs. So listen, if there's a problem and I want to talk about it, I will pinpoint that problem, show that I'm not the only one, and then give a solution. I didn't have to give a solution. The community is giving the solution. Create a ranked playlist, a competitive playlist. Call it league play, competitive play, whatever you want to call it. Make that skill-based matchmaking. And I know Chris won't agree with me 100% on this one, but make that skill-based matchmaking and then make pubs just based off of your ping, so that we can have the best matches possible for casual players. Because it seems ping is a huge part of making things competitive for you and harder on you when skill-based matchmaking tries to challenge you. Oh, you're still doing good against players with a similar KD? Oh, we're going to put you in a lobby with horrific ping to make it even harder based on lag. And again, I'm not going to pretend that's exactly how it works, or I know how it works, but this is the outcome. Regardless of how the algorithm freaking works, this is the outcome. I'm not the only one that feels it. Everybody else freaking feels it. That's what matters. That's what's important. That's what needs to change. We need a ranked playlist, and then pubs needs to be based on ping. That will make, I guarantee, the majority of people complaining, make them all very happy. It'll change the total mood of the game. There are people who have been pushed away, who have already stopped playing because of skill-based matchmaking, or whatever you want to call it. So, Infinity Ward, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are doing awesome. You're working your butts off. You're listening to the fans. This is one of those big, big, big priority problems you need to listen to. Talk to who you got to talk to. Communicate, negotiate, whatever you got to do. Demonware. Work it out. Please fix. That's all I got to say. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. And I will catch you all next time.
Rest your wounds. We return soon.